RI President Holger Knaack, Chairman of the RI Membership Committee, PDG David Edwards, District Governor, oh, wait, that's me. Just kidding, guys. DG Sonia, DGN Leslie, immediate past District Governor Trevor, past District Governors, Rotaract leaders, my family in Rotary. Herzlich willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome. Rotary truly does open opportunities. Here we are on July the 4th, a short 4 days into the start of the Rotary year, and we are privileged to have the President of RI as our guest. A year ago, this would never have been thought of. But we have increased our ability to adapt, and in so doing, we have enhanced our participants' engagement. Check the boxes, my friends. You're well on your way to actioning your strategic plan. It is my honor and delight to introduce you to RI President Holger and to ask him to chat with us for a while. As Sonia said, he's on a tight schedule and he may have to leave us right after he speaks. He might not be able to stay for the fun and games for the launch of Conference 2021, but maybe. So, Holger Knaack, Director of Rotary International 2013 to 2015, President of Rotary International 2020-2021. Holger holds a degree in Business Administration from the University of Applied Science, Kiel. Since 1995, Holger has been CEO and of the real estate company Knaack KG. Previously, he was a partner and general manager of Knaack Bakery Enterprises, a 125-year-old family business. Holger is chairman and founder of the Carl Adam Stiftung Foundation. For 6 years, he also served as chairman of Rotary Youth Exchange Germany. A Rotarian since 1991, that means I've been in Rotary for longer than the RI president. Holger is a member of the Rotary Club of Herzogtum Lüneburg Mölln. Got it. He was RI Director and RI Treasurer, as well as a member of the Executive Committee of the Board. In addition, Holger has served as Council on Legislation Representative, Zone Coordinator, GETS Trainer, and RI Training Leader. He has been a member and chair of numerous RI committees. He was moderator of the 2019 Rotary International Assembly, Endowment Major Gifts Advisor, and co-chair of the 2019 Hamburg Convention Host Organizing Committee. Holger is a major donor to the Rotary Foundation, member of the Paul Harris Society and the Bequest Society. Married to Susan for 43 years, the couple has hosted more than 40 Rotary Youth Exchange students. In his leisure time, Holger enjoys sailing and playing golf. Well, I guess he doesn't get to do that very often. But my fellow Rotarians, my family, I just want to add a little bit of a personal side here. Because Holger is one of the most down-to-earth Rotary International presidents that you will ever meet. And you are privileged to meet him today. One of his friends said about him, he just wants to be one friend amongst friends. He has a vision, and that involves investing in our youth. One of his greatest strengths is man holt die Leute ins Boot. I'm not going to repeat it, but I will tell you it means getting people on board to work together towards a common goal. Shortly after joining his Rotary Club in 1992, Holger helped with a camp for short-term youth exchange students in northern Germany. He was immediately hooked I guess this is what we call our Rotary moment. I thought it was a really great program, he says. This is something you'd say in German. Wo dein Herz aufgeht.
Yeah.
Your heart opens. I won't repeat it either. Whenever you talk to young people, they'll tell you, it was the best time in my life. Sometimes I think they're surprised about themselves, about what they are able to do, and about the possibilities, I insert, opportunities that are open to them through Rotary. And finally, a gem to take away, something that Holger has said, and he said it really and truly about his baking business, but you have to love what you do in order to be very good.
Absolutely.
Whatever marketing techniques you use, it's all about the quality. Quality is about loving the product and trying to make it the best you can. But you have to take your time. That's the secret to many things. My friends in Rotary, I give you Rotary International President Holger Knaack. Please give him a rousing Caribbean welcome.
Thank you very much, Lyle, and thank you very much, Sonia, for this yes, great welcome, warm welcome. I really feel at home. So I love this color here, and you look at this here. So I still have it and wear it, even if I have to admit I lost these the flamenco. So it's somewhere, I don't know, it's somewhere, definitely somewhere. Thank you very much. And I'm, of course, at home, like all of you. I would love to travel. I would love to travel the Caribbean. Part of your zone is in South America, and I would normally start next week my South America trip, going to, I think, 100 years in Lima, and then I think 5 or 6 different countries in South and Middle America. But I think I will have a look into television and probably, or not, definitely join some of these countries also via Zoom. That's amazing what we are doing today with Zoom. And I spend sometimes hours here being on Zoom. And even if I'm probably the first RI president never travels, I don't know that because none of us knows that. But I will definitely the RI president meeting the most people, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s probably, via Zoom. And I think we are becoming more and more familiar with that. And seeing Lyle, seeing Sonia, yeah, it's a little bit, yes, I'm just missing shaking hands and hugging, I think. But probably the technique will really brings us closer to this experience. Nobody knows that. So again, I'm here at home. I feel very safe at home. I'm here for more than 3 months right now. I left Chicago in the mid of March when everybody worked remotely in our office. There was no reason to stay in the United States. And to be, again, very honest, I'm happy to be here because this is always the safest place, being at home. And we are on the lucky side here in Northern Germany. So we are really back to normal, nearly back to normal, with the required physical distance. I hate to say social distance. So because what we are doing is physical distance, but it's not social distance. So we have this requirements in my northeast state. This is the northeast state in Germany with the border to Denmark. There are, I think, 3 or 4 cases in our whole state right now from people who are traveling. So that's like nothing. And so we are coming back to normal. And I think my first trip will be to our international office to Switzerland, but traveling in Europe, that's like, yes, like a domestic travel. So that's not a big deal. And I will take the car. That's the most safest place. So thank you being here. And I read everything you sent me. And thank you very much for this. And normally I'm telling these stories about how to grow and how to keep members. But when I see that you have the highest growth in your zone and you're having the best retention rate, okay, what is obviously you are having David among your members as a membership chair. That's so. Yeah. So thank you very much. So David, you can be very proud of your district because you're everywhere doing well. So, and Lyle, if you talked about quality, so that's really what I'm always asking clubs, you know that. It's about quality. I have problems to speak about quality when I'm talking about human beings, but I'm always talking about look for the best people who are the best fit to your Rotary Club. And then this is, I think, the basis for making friends for life, definitely for life. And so, and this is for me the basis for a good retention rate. That's why I'm always asking, look for the best members. And these members are different. It depends on the Rotary Club. Some Rotary clubs are looking, I know this in my country, they are just looking for the leaders in their community, because these are old clubs with distinguished members and they are looking for these people. And that's okay. Are there young active clubs looking for young active members? That's okay too. But of course, I would love more mixing these types of Rotarians. So that's what I'm like. I would love the best and diversity in clubs, what is possible, and not just diversity of age or gender, also a diversity of different ethnic groups, and really like we are promoting in our DEI statement. And that's so important. And thank you, Lyle, for mentioning this, because this is right now so important. And not just because this is what's going on in the United States right now. I think this is sometimes, it's a little bit different from the rest of the world. But racism, discrimination is everywhere. And it's really one of our duties to fight against that. And I would especially thank you for mentioning about the human race, protect the human race. So in our vision, there is just one human race, and that's simply the human. So there are not more races. So even if we call it racism, but for us here in Europe, there is only one human race. And so thank you for mentioning this. There's a lot to do. And we will have a board item in a couple of days, no, 2 weeks, especially regarding our DEI statement, because the board of directors really is going to ask Rotary clubs around the world also to take action in this issue. I think this is really important. Our second important part is what we made the second important decision was regarding the environment. And I can definitely remember pretty well because I was assistant moderator when past President Barry Raisin gave his speech at the International Assembly in San Diego, and really asking for that and showing us how climate change is important, especially for your area, for the island areas. If the ocean is raising, so many of your countries will really got in trouble. But climate change is something what affects every region in this world. Every country is affected by climate change. And this is, I think, and that's why it's so important that we have this yes, among our areas of focus. And I'm really looking forward what happens with all our different areas. There's a lot to do next year to develop these things. I'm excited about our new area environment. So I'm talking again too much, so we want to have some time for chatting with you. Just coming back to my favor, my heart for youth. As you said, when I'm normally introducing myself and telling people we are having more than 40 youth exchange students, so I'm starting Suzanne and I, we don't have children by our own. And so we ordered simply through the years children from Rotary. And that works pretty well. And I can tell you, sometimes it's not too bad giving them back after 4 months. But no, we are really in good relationship to all of them, and some of them are coming back every year for holidays in our home. And last year, our first student came last year from Slovakia. He came with his wife, his children, and his mother, and spending some days here for holidays in our home. And we have been to weddings everywhere. So they are all of these yes, adults today are still our kids, and we love them all. And through this, we really came very close to Rotaract. And so that's why I'm very close with Rotaract, because I love to work with Rotaractors. And I hope there are some Rotaractors are today with us here. And because they are putting, when I'm working with Rotaractors, they are putting a lot of pressure on me, because they are so effective, and they are sometimes much faster than I am in decision making, and that's helpful. So I made my best experiences working together with Rotaractors for my institute, and nearly always. Also, some of the next meetings will be planned and organized by Rotaractors. So, opening opportunities. Lyle, you said it already. I still love this theme because it includes everything, nearly everything what is important right now. We are, of course, opening opportunities for the people we serve when we are providing eyeglasses, a wheelchair, or whatever. We are definitely opens opportunities and changing their life. But we also opens opportunities for us, not just because the opportunity to serve, but to live I think a more meaningful life, and to be part of this, unbelievable great network, what we are doing right now. We had never had the chance to looking at you, Lyle, at you, Sonia. So it's amazing what Rotary is able to do. And we are really, it's also, we are able to develop our own skills. My English was 10 years ago awful, just school English, and then being involved in youth exchange and talking all the time English, so it becomes a little bit better. So that's I can talk right now without reading, and that was really a progress. So, not to forget to talk about polio, but beside membership, polio is always and will be our goal number one. And all of you know we are having problems right now because we have to stop the immunization. What is obviously, we can't go in Corona times from house to house. But what I saw with my own eyes in Islamabad and Pakistan this year in February was everything is prepared for vaccinating people against Corona if there is a vaccine. And this structure and logistic is all over Africa, is all over Southeast Asia, India, nearly everywhere. And with this, and this is just because Rotary started 40 years ago, this initiative against polio. So if there is a Corona vaccine, I think we will again being on top, because we are the people who are responsible for vaccinating people on the spot. But I think we have to wait a little bit for that. Lyle, thank you very much. Mentioned our vision statement at the end, so I don't have to say talk about that. But for me, again, Rotary, and that's what also Suzanne always said, means family. And if you remember the IA in San Diego this year in January, Susan's session, the partner session, started with this song, We Are Family. And this indeed is a family for us. So right now, all our friends are among Rotary, and we enjoy this. And that's why I'm always say, whatever happens in Rotary, Rotary has also to be fun. Thank you, and I'm talked definitely too long, and let's chat a little bit. I think that's makes more sense. Thank you.
President Holger, You have really spoken on the topics that we all wanted to hear. Thank you so much for that off-the-cuff, absolutely fabulous presentation, which we would not have been able to have without COVID-19. So District 7030, let's give President Holger a round of applause, please. And it's your time. You will never have another opportunity to have a moment to ask a question of the Rotary International President as we have now. So it's time, it's question time. If anybody has anything that they'd like to say, to comments, questions, President Holger is here with us for a few more minutes, so we'll take questions. And please put the questions in the chat so that we can convey them to him. President Holger, the question is from Manuji. Will the environment or climate change become a new area of focus? And if so, from when? Well, Manuji, I'll let President Holger answer.
Yes, that's a decision 10 days ago. So the trustees of the Rotary Foundation decided to have a 7th area of focus, and the board of directors of Rotary International also decided this. And so since a couple of days, we have this decision, and this will be effected after 1st of July 2021. So we have to wait 1 year because we have to develop these things. We need some staff members, and then we have to develop all the regulations for the global grant. So that takes some time.
Thank you, President Holger. Trudy wants to know if you think we'll be having virtual meetings for the rest of the Rotary year.
It depends. I think it depends what's going on in your region. Those regions are affected right now, like unfortunately new areas in the United States. I think some areas in Brazil, they are hard affected. Some areas still in India. I think everywhere where, yes, the government ask us to stay at home, so we will be with virtual meetings. But I'm asking, all those clubs are coming back to the so-called normal. Please, let's keep all these great things we learned. And so I just spoke yesterday with one of the oldest clubs in Berlin. One of these clubs with distinguished people. So these clubs are just looking for new ambassadors coming into town. But it's also, they're doing great projects. And they decided right now, having even when they are meeting in person again, to have at least once a month a hybrid meeting. And I think that's a great idea. And if it works better, I think then they decide to have always hybrid meetings. But that's some challenges. And we set up a task force and asking and bringing some new skills to Rotary clubs, how to conduct hybrid meetings. That's not so easy to keep people on track with hybrid meetings. But there is right now a task force and try to figure out what is the best way to do this.
President Holger, we're people of change, so we will adapt and we will be able to manage. I do feel that virtual meetings will form a part of where we're going in the future. A question from Giselle, do you think that the Rotary conventions will continue to be both virtual and in person moving forward?
So we are learning right now, as you said, right? we are ready to adapt, and we make really, yes, we are learning really through this so-called Honolulu Convention. And I'm 100% sure, because I'm part of the planning team for the Taipei Convention, we will have many parts virtual, of course. There will be streaming, live streaming from sessions. There will be also just virtual breakout sessions. And so I think we are learning right now and put that in action, what we learned right now for the next convention. And again, the next International Assembly, what is planned in in Orlando next year, first time. Nobody knows if this is possible or not, but this will definitely also have virtual parts, because we can't make in-person meetings mandatory for people as long as there's no vaccine or a good medicine against COVID-19.
Thank you. We also have some questions. We have some comments that regarding the area of focus in the environment, that the Caribbean, where we are very vulnerable, and we're very happy to embrace that. Tamira in Curacao is saying that she wanted to say she looks forward to doing youth and GSE exchanges with Germany starting this year. She's looking forward to that. Trudy wants to know, how do you determine who is the right fit for your Rotary Club?
That's that's something what I think every clubs are autonomous, no doubt, and so nobody can tell them how to look for their members. And what I'm always say, it's definitely not the best way to take everybody. Not because, it's just because we have to make sure that these people are a good fit to our club and that they will stay in our club. That's when I say everybody. So that's why I'm saying, let's look if they are a good fit to our club, if they fit to our members, are they able to be good friends to us, regardless what they are doing about their status and what. But I'm looking for people, yes, who I want to have among my friends, because my Rotary friends and my Rotary Club are, all of them are really close friends, and that's why we stay together. In Germany, there's a saying, if you leave your Rotary Club, it's normally feet first. And that's really because you're looking for the best members. And with this, I think you can have a perfect retention rate if you're looking for people who are a good fit to your Rotary Club. And that's, you can't give any advice here. It's really up to every club to look and to decide by themselves for these new members.
Great, thank you. The United Nations is celebrating 75 years this year. Are there any plans for a celebration with Rotary? Or is there anything that you're looking to do?
So as an integral part of the United Nations, Rotary is on the list. It will be also in a virtual meeting. And we are also looking forward for the celebration of a polio-free Africa in late August. So, and this, unfortunately, obviously, also this meeting will be a virtual meeting.
Okay, great. When will Rotaract be able to apply for grants?
This is also a decision by the trustees of the Rotary Foundation, that they will be, I'm not pretty much sure when it starts, not now, but probably, but the decision is already taken, that they are able to apply for their own global grants if they had done one before with their sponsor club. So they have to do one with their sponsor club to be more and better involved in the whole process. If they've done that, they can apply by their own for a global grant.
Fabulous. That's good news, Rotaractors. How can an innovative club advocate best assist clubs? And how would this relate to new models from Rotary clubs and to club flexibility?
That's a difficult question right now. I have many answers, but no all answers. I think this is up to the people who are the innovative people, and that's everywhere different. So I think how to be innovative, that's something I'm struggling to give here a good answer. I think everything is possible. So my advice is always do it. Do it. If it works, go on. If it doesn't work, stop it immediately. I think that's how we should run our Rotary clubs. Our rules are not as tight as years before. And I personally, I hate useless rules. So whatever fits to your club members, whatever they like, and whatever is promoting friendship and all our core values in your club, do it. And I really encourage people, try some crazy ideas. Who cares? If it works, it's really helping Rotary Club. What we want are successful Rotary clubs on the basis of our core values, looking for good service, taking care of people in the area, and becoming good friends. I think that's the major point. And it's years ago that we are just looking for our rules and counting the participation and all these things. Nobody's taking care of that. By the way, the General Secretary very often said, there is no Rotary police and looking for things. Okay, that's true, but there are some, I think there are really some basics we have to follow. And again, I'm a great fan of our 4-way test and our 5 core values.
Thank you very much, President Holger. There are lots of questions here around the COVID-19 pandemic and, you know, how has it affected us as Rotarians individually and collectively? Do you have any sense of how COVID has impacted Rotary and its work? I mean, it's impacted through stopping the polio vaccine, but what about other things?
So let me just mention just a couple of things very, very briefly. Of course, it's everywhere different. Some parts of the world are really affected heavily. Unfortunately, also Rotarians died on COVID-19, what is a really sad thing. But so that can't be a universal message here. 3 things. First, we have data back more than 100 years. Even in the hardest crisis, we never saw a significant drop in membership. That's number 1. Number 2 is even also more than 100 years back. Even in smallest crises, we saw a significant drop in our contributions to the Rotary Foundation. And that's really a bad thing, because it's not about the money, it's about the projects we are doing. And if there's less money in the Rotary Foundation, we are simply able to do less projects, what is definitely a sad thing. And number 3, we are talking with Rotarians right now, also coming back to our basics. When Paul Harris started Rotary, there was also these local network important for them. And I think we should remember that Rotarians should help Rotarians in our clubs, in our community. There are so many people are retired and have so many skills and experiences. So I'm really asking all these people, please help those who are struggling in their job, who are struggling with their businesses. So some of them really need help, different help, but we are among friends, and I think we are really should support each other in our Rotary clubs and among our Rotary clubs in our communities. I think this is something so important. As Rotarian, you are not alone. You are among friends, and even in crises, friends should help each other.
Absolutely. And we also want to know, and I believe you will say yes, but the question has come, will polio continue to be a priority for Rotary?
Yes, definitely. No doubt. So this is really where our heart is, and we want to finish polio, and we are really this close, or we were this close, and unfortunately, so but again, we do everything to end polio, no doubt.
Absolutely. Are there any more questions for President Holger? President Holger, I believe that we're at the end of our questions, and I'm just going to ask District Rotary Representative Kevan to bring you his greetings and his thank you. If you would like to stay with us for the launch of the district conference so that you may swing through St. Lucia next year, you're very welcome to stay. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Representative Kevan. Good.
Hi. Okay, thanks. Hello, all right, President Holger Knaack. Thank you so much for your words of inspiration. I think your theme this year, Rotary Opens Opportunities, it's perfect. It's so appropriate for our situation. So maybe if things were different, you wouldn't be here with us, and you might be on your travels in South America, but luckily we have you here. So thank you so much. When you said traveling, without traveling, you might be the first RI president to meet the most people. I think that's a perfect encapsulation of making the most of the opportunities given to you. And I think that's the same thing that DJ Lyle and myself might find ourselves in. But luckily, we can look at it in that aspect, and we can hopefully try to meet everybody in the district and have an even better year than the traditional years. So as with every DG and DR around the world, even now I've already been able to attend 7 handing over ceremonies, and I probably would have not been given that chance without this change in perspective in the world. So as DJ Lyle said, we thank you. We truly appreciate your down-to-earth approach. We appreciate your love and advocacy for Rotaract, and we truly appreciate you being here with us. So thank you so very much.
I thank you very much. I thank you very much because I'm really counting on Rotaract. That's no doubt. And I really hope to see as many as possible someday in Rotary. And so, you know, there's no upper age limit for you, or it's up to you to create your upper age limit. But so I really hope to see as many as possible of you in our Rotary clubs. And if there is no Rotary club what fits to your needs, I'm really encourage you create your own Rotary club model, and so you will get every help I can give. I promise that to make this happen. Thank you very much. I think I'm leaving. To be honest, we have many family members right now here coming for the weekend, and they are waiting for me right now. I thank all of you. And again, what I'm always saying when I'm leaving, don't forget, Rotary has to be fun. And so let's have some fun. And I wish you some fun with your lounge right now. And see you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for giving us a bit of your time.
Thank you. Bye-bye. And thank you.
Bye-bye.